But listening is one of the top skills. The blocks to listening, the first one is judging the other person. How many people judge people? We all do it. We all do it. I was on the train today, and okay. We all do it. But this is the issue. See, I used to be an actor, and I had a brilliant acting teacher. And she said to me, you cannot have more than one intention at the same time. Oh, I love that. So hopefully, you know what I'm talking about. So an intention in acting is, we call it the reason why we do something, basically. Okay. So if my line is, get out. If my intention is to kid, I'd be like, get out. Okay? But if I want to threaten, get out. But I can't do both at the same time. It's impossible. I can't have both intentions at the same time. I can have one right after the other, but I can't do them at the same time. One cancels the other. Does that make sense to everyone? Are you with my logic? Please stop me if it's not, if it doesn't make sense. It's kind of with feelings, you know? We can have one feeling at a time. We can have a lot of feelings bunched up, but at one moment, we can only have one feeling. So either we can be listening to someone, or we can be calculating what we're going to say, or fighting for our agenda. So imagine our subordinates, when they come to us, telling us about whatever they have to talk to us about, and maybe it's really not that important. Maybe to us, I have 15 things to do, but to them it's really important. But I'm thinking about the 15 things I have to do, or I'm judging them going, don't they know how busy I am? Don't they know who I am? Imagine how they feel. And then all of a sudden we're like, why are they getting so snippy with us? Why are they reacting that way? Why are they raising their voice? You know? Because probably they felt disrespected. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. Okay, so the other thing is assuming we know what they're going to say. We've already talked about assumptions a little bit. Okay? But assuming we know what people are saying. It's interesting, one of the things with coaching is I ask a lot of clarifying questions. Because if I said I'm mad, and let's say you said you're mad, to me, I'm like, what does that mean, you being mad? Because my mad and your mad are different things, I guarantee you. Even though we have a dictionary and we all speak English, I believe here, we have different meanings for words. Even though the dictionary says one thing, we're like, yeah, that's what we mean. But if we really get down to the details, usually people have different thoughts or different ideas about things. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's really important to know exactly what they're thinking. Okay, it doesn't mean that you agree with it. It does not mean that at all. I think so many times when we're in these situations, we're afraid to allow someone to be heard or to allow them to speak. Because if they speak, well, then maybe they think I think they're right. No, they're not right. I need to fight. Make sense? It does not mean at all. It just means making sure we understand what they're saying. Okay? Again, if you're trying to understand what someone's saying, that means you're listening. Okay? And the other thing is listening with our agenda exclusively. And I noticed something about myself a long time ago, and this happens in romantic relationships, is that when I'm really hurt or upset about something, I'm looking to make a point. Okay? So if my partner says to me, whatever, I will be looking for those, aha, see, right there. You knew I was going to be out at meeting at 5 o'clock and you came at 6 o'clock. You knew it. No, it was an honest mistake. But I'm listening for that. Okay? Make sense? These are all the blocks to listening. And this is the great thing about when we do listen, this is all the great stuff it can do to conflict. So if the only thing you take from this seminar is I'm going to listen a little bit more closely, I think things are going to go a little bit better for you. Okay? And this is the big one. Helps the other person feel heard. And what a really cool thing. I think my job as a leader is not just to get the job done, but to empower my team. To make sure they feel safe at work. To make sure they feel valued. Okay? And if they don't feel that, yes, my job is harder, but just as a human to another human. You know what I mean? It's so easy to hear someone. Make sense? Okay. I think half the things in the world today is just like people feel like they're not being heard. So something interesting to think about. Okay, so the major thing is most of the time we have a story going on and we talk about this. And it's us against them. And we build up evidence to support that. That is usually what we're doing when we're listening. If we can try to let go of this story, usually it's us against them, listening will happen automatically. That curiosity, being curious. Okay, have I said that enough? Being curious. Okay. Any questions so far? Thoughts? Did you have something? Just waiting. Thank you. Hi. Anybody else? Okay, so some things to think about for listening. Recapping. And again, so easy, but it will keep you engaged. Okay? Let me just make sure I understood you correctly. What you said was, or how you feel about the situation, or your thoughts about the situation. Again, not necessarily agreeing with it, but the person was like, wow, you actually did hear it. Okay? Reading nonverbal messages. I think someone mentioned this, right? Someone around here. When you're with someone, especially in conflict, and they go like this. Clear cut. The wall of defensiveness has just gone up. Okay? So it's good to say, you know what, I need to stop right here. I get the feeling that maybe something I just said didn't sit well with you, so I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this. Okay? A good way to kind of put that pause in there. Okay? Setting aside your own emotional reaction. Okay? React all you want to your best friend, to your spouse, to whoever it is. But in that situation, if you can release the reactions, that's great. Does not mean that you are not heard. You know, at this moment, I'm feeling a little agitated. I'm feeling a little irritated. Those are good things to share, because sharing those kind of things can build relationships. But reactions, especially reactions that are kind of more forceful, will shut down the communication and actually can damage relationships. Makes sense? So any strong emotional reactions, try to just take a pause, if possible. And listen for feelings. A lot of times we don't listen for feelings, we listen for facts. Okay? Someone's shaking their head. Do you agree with that?
Give me an example of listening for feelings.
Okay, so there are 3 types of listening. The first one is if my friend says to me, you know what, my cat just passed away last night. I had her for 16 years. First level listening. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had a cat and she died last year. She was 19 years old. Yeah. So I heard what my friend said, but I'm relating it to myself. Second level. Oh, I'm so sorry your cat died. And we're repeating back what my friend just said. Third level, listening for feelings. Oh, I am so sorry. And I can just imagine that that's probably devastating for you. I can just tell in your voice, that, oh, wow. What do you need right now? Well, first time automatically goes, wow, I was just heard. So even calling out a feeling, okay? We're going to talk about that in a second. Make sense to everybody? It's time for an exercise, right? Woohoo! Yes! Okay, so this is the exercise. You're going to partner up with someone new, not the person that you told your responses to conflict, but someone new, and you're going to tell them a success story, okay? Your partner, I want you to write down 5 strengths that you hear from that person's story. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? So when I was a 10, I won a 10 with Derby. I was recognized in the paper, and my dad and I worked on this all for a month. So things you might have heard are that I'm creative, I persevere, I work good with a team, my dad, etc. Make sense? And then you're going to switch. The other person's going to tell a success story, and I want their partner to tell them what they hear of their strengths. Okay? Good luck. Start wrapping up. Hey, start to come back. Okay, did everybody finish? Hopefully. Good. So what was your experience of that? first of all? Yes.
It was hard to think of something at first.
Hard to think of what?
A success story.
Right.
Oh, a success story.
Right.
Yeah, we don't think that way. We always think of what challenges us. Hard for us to, yeah. We need to work
It
on
took
that.
us a while to come up with this, but we did it.
Good. So, when you were listening to the story, what was your experience? Yes?
I was excited for her. It was really exciting to hear it.
So the intention was to listen for strength. So you're listening. Yeah. Do you have something else?
Yeah, I was going to say, because you knew what you were listening for,
Yes.
it was easy then, once you heard the story, to say,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, imagine if you're in conflict with an employee and you're listening for their strengths. Oh?
Wow.
You know, that changes things. Yeah. What else? What else was your experience?
They was truthful.
They were truthful? Good. Hopefully they were truthful. I want $1 million. No, but that's right, yeah. Yeah, and you can tell when someone's being truthful, yeah. What else? Yes?
Well, they lightened up and became more comfortable in their body, and it seemed like it took them to a safe place
Yeah.
with that memory.
Nice. Imagine if I told you, as a listener, to listen to all their faults. Listen for their faults. Imagine how they would have felt. But they knew you were on their side. You're listening for their strengths. That's pretty cool. Okay. People, so switching gears, when you were told your strengths, how did you feel? Honestly, how did you feel? Proud. What else? Usually when I do this exercise, I'm always surprised that someone sees me actually in a better light than I see myself. And I'm always like, wow. And I feel closer to that person. So when someone knows we're on their side and we're listening for their best, I think it helps relationships all the time, even if you're in conflict with someone. Yes?
It helps also to find those common grounds, those commonalities, to find out that she is just as persistent as I was.
Love that. Yeah.
Gives you some kind of affinity.
Yeah, common ground is what, finding the common ground. And I guess finding out someone's human just like, like I am. Yeah, with good stuff, but also sometimes with fears. So, good job. So de-escalation tip number 1, listen. Have we got that yet? Okay, good. Second, acknowledge and validate. What is this? So you're in conflict with someone, acknowledge and validate. What do I mean? They need validation. Yes?
Summarizing or reframe.
Yeah. So I love that. Acknowledging is reframing, meaning that basically just letting someone know that they have been heard. So let me make sure I understand this correctly. What I heard you say was, okay, what is validation? Validating someone. This one's a little bit more, people go, conflict, I don't know about validating someone.
It's to legitimize what the person says. It's to identify specifically how the person would be correct in what he or she says.
Okay. Yeah. All right, and that makes sense. This is a little trick question. I love that, though. It's a great thing to do. Validation is kind of someone's feelings. It's not necessarily mean that you agree with the feelings, but acknowledging, I get how you feel that way. Oh my gosh. I worked with this leader one time who, amazing leader, just amazing, very brilliant, but the EI was just a little bit low. But he would get so upset because he's like, I don't understand why they're reacting this way. And at one point, I'm like, it doesn't matter if you understand why they're reacting, but they feel upset. So can you acknowledge that? I guess. So that was his assignment for the week, was to allow someone to be upset or be whatever it may be. And his assignment was to say, you know what? That makes sense to me in the situation that you felt that. I said, just fake it till you make it. Just try it one time. He came back, and he had a breakthrough. He's like, once I said that, I was like, oh, I kind of do see why they're upset. I'm like, well, but in this situation, though, the minute you say that, someone goes, okay, I don't have to fight to be heard. I don't have to fight for my feelings, and we should never have to fight for our feelings. However someone feels, they feel. We may not get it. Make sense?
So you're supposed to recognize their feelings if you don't agree with them?
Yes. It's easy to say, yeah, I can see that you're really pissed off right now. I'm not. You know what I mean? But it's easy to say that. Because a lot of times I think people are trying to show you things. It's like my cat. My cat's upset and she bites me. I'm like, get away. She bites me again. Get away. Okay, I can see you're upset. You know what? Let me hold you. And then she becomes loving. If not, I get bit till death. But I think that children are the same way. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. The minute you see them, they go, okay. And in conflict, we are children. We revert back to childlike behavior. You're stupid. Okay? Makes sense? I just like saying that. Well, I don't mean it towards anybody here. I understand how you can be upset. So yes, and this is the third tip. I love this. This is my favorite one. And so, how many people here have participated in improv acting? Yes. So, how many people have seen improv acting? Yay. Okay. So, it's amazing that these improv actors, that some of the scenes can go so well. They're like, how do they do it? Well, they have. There's a lot of techniques, but one thing that they think about is yes and. Anybody who does improv, can you tell me what yes and is? Yes.
When you're doing improv, if somebody presents a situation to you, you say yes to it instead of somebody says, oh, your house is on fire, and you say, no, it's not. The scene ends right there. But in improv, somebody says, oh, your house is on fire. Take, yes, and we have to call the fire department. So you add to it. But yes, and take a situation and accept it as true and take it to the next level.
Yeah. What would yes, but be? Yeah, there's a fire, but, which means, actually, and I did look this up, because my dad is a teacher, professor. He just retired. There's a big one for, what does that word really mean, Bob? I always have to go to the dictionary. My own issues. Anyway, but means it's negating everything that was just said. So when you say to someone, yes, but, what you're saying to them is, not really.
That's not important.
Let me tell you the truth. Okay? Yeah. So, saying to someone yes and does not necessarily mean that you have to agree with everything they're saying. I see what you're saying, and let me add some more information to it. Let me add my thoughts. Okay? Very powerful. Yes and. Today, when you're dealing with anybody, try to acknowledge how many times you say but. Yeah? And try to replace it with and. How would the situation be different with and? Okay? Cool. So at this point, it's about stop, which means listen. Okay? Just listen. Can't do anything else. You want to react? Just listen. Okay? I'm going to be quiet now and let that person talk. Acknowledge and validate, which helps bring down the walls. It helps you listen for what they're saying. Okay, the acknowledging part and the recapping part. Yes, and now you're going to add your point of view. Okay? So at this point, let's have questions.
I have a question.
Yes?
So, what if the conflict involves a person who has a reputation for and a